What's the difference? My thoughts so I have repeating themselves. If I do something that speaks next, I can use this suppressive thought.
Hello. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I think only 7 participants are there. Okay, we shall wait for 2 minutes and we will start the class. I think the PPT is visible to you now. All of you, PPT is visible now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Driving license.
Okay, shall I start? 8:35. Okay, with your permission, I am starting.
Yeah, you can start.
Sure. So last class we have just gone through what I mean by industrial management and basic of industrial management. Okay, so that is what we have discussed in the last class: introduction, definitions of management, characteristics of management, levels of management, management skills. These are the things what we have discussed in the last class. Okay, so there are more way of discussing this. Okay, also we have studied about some functions of management, that is planning, forecasting, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling, coordinating, communicating, and decision making. So what is this, what are these functions so important? Because for the outcome of a company, it is very important that these steps have to be followed in a very good manner. Then only what we can do is we can get an output which will be good for the company as well for the workers. If we are not doing it in a proper way, what happens? The company may go to loss and we will be in a stage of shutdown of that company. So these management skills are very important for the proper functioning of a company. That is why we are discussing this basic concepts of a management. Okay. So there are some more small things that to be discussed. So that we will be discussing today, and we will be completing this module about principles of management. So last class, what you have studied is, so I will just go through. If some of you were not in the last class, I will just give you an introduction what we have gone through the last class, that is basic concept of management, definition, importance of management, characteristics of management, levels of management, management skills, scientific management, and contribution up to no, up to management skills we have studied.
Okay, okay.
I think somebody's mic is on. Can you mute that? There is one calling bell in between the class. Okay. So we shall start. So first thing what we have studied is what was management. So I have told you in the last class itself, when you define a management, it is the it's the process of achieving goals and objectives effectively and efficiently through and with the people. The people can be a single people, group of people, okay, and different sectors of a company, different types of people can be there for producing our output. Because if there is a company, there are so many sections through which the product will be passing, and all the sections there will be so many workers. So if they are ready to go together, then only this company will be in a gate. That is what where management is the process of achieving goals and objectives effectively and efficiently through and with the people. That is what we are going about management definition. Then there are, I have told you in the last class itself, there are 2 points, efficiency and effectiveness. Both should be included. Then only a company will be in a very good profit. So what was effectiveness means to achieve the objectives, and efficiency is the achievement of ends with the least amount of resources. These are the things what we have studied about the things management definition. This we have already discussed in the last class. Then organization. Organization, I have told you there are 2 types of organizations. One is business organization and another one is non-profit service organizations. Then why management is important? In the introduction itself, I have told you it should be effective and efficiency of the company. Then if we are not using this management concept properly, we cannot use the full potential of a company or the full potential of workers over there. And it helps in developing teamwork and improving the system of production. These are the characteristics of the management. Then we have already discussed about levels of management. In that levels of management, we have already studied top level management, middle level management, and lower level management, lowest level management. So this in top level, board of directors, MD, CEO, GM, everybody comes in the top level management. Board of directors, MD, CEO, general manager. Okay. Then middle level means department head and superintendents. That means if there is a production company, production head will be there. If there's a marketing company, marketing head will be there. If it's a sales company, sales head will be there. Everybody comes under middle level. Lower level comes under foreman and supervisors. That means those who are qualified as supervisors, they will come under this lowest level. So the top level, what they will do, I have told you in the last class itself, the top level, that board of directors or MD or CEO, whatever it may be, they will be having a discussion about their production schedule or about the development of a company. And what is their idea? They will be delivering this idea to the departmental heads or the superintendent. So they have to develop these things and they have to hand over this developed things or the developed idea into the foreman or the supervisor, so that how this process should be done. Okay, so the lowest level, that is foreman and supervisors, have to do this with the help of workers and make it a good product or a launch a good product. Okay, that is a specialty. We have already studied what is top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. Okay. So what is manager skills or management skill? It is the ability of manager to make a smooth team of people working under him. That is what simply that means if there are 10 people working under me, I have to, what is my ability to make a smooth functioning team under the people? That comes under manager skills or management skills. So manager skills, technical skills are there, conceptual skills and HR skills are there. Okay, this we have already discussed in the last class. Okay, depending upon the management, top management will be having conceptual skills more. Middle management, conceptual skills will be there. When come to the lower management, they will be having human skills and technical skills more, other than conceptual skills. Then we have already discussed these things. Then we have already discussed the 10 functions of management, that is planning, forecasting, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling, coordinating, communicating, and decision making. Planning means we have to plan the things. Forecasting means we have to forecast what are the difficulties that can be faced when we are making a product. Organizing means what is our idea, we have to organize in a proper manner. Staffing means proper staff should be allotted for each one. Directing means the work, whatever is there, it should be directed to proper people. Motivating means if there are workers over there, we have to motivate, or we have to give them training so that they are motivated and they are able to do the work. And controlling means whatever is there, we have to control the whole process. Then coordinating means if there are different groups of people, you have to coordinate them. And communication means proper communication should be transferred to each section of a company. And decision making means whatever decision should be made by, it should be made in a proper manner or proper time so that the company can be in a gate. These are the functions of management. So you have to remember that we have, in the last class, we have completed up to this. What are the functions of management? That is planning, forecasting, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling, coordinating, communicating, and decision making. I think this was our last discussion in our last class. So we have already, this PPT I will share with you. Okay, so next thing, today what we are doing is that we are just going into a small topic known as scientific management. So it's nothing but the scientific management, the definition suggests that, okay, as the definition suggests, the scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what is to be done and the best way of doing it. That is what it is known as scientific management. So why scientific management is important in the sense that if we have you have to improve the labor productivity of a company, we have to we should have some scientific management skills. Okay, so also this scientific management concept is important, since if there is any problems arise in the company or any problem develops in the company, it can be sorted out with the help of this scientific management. It also improves the productivity and standardize the human effort. It also improves the productivity and standardize the human effort. This is the importance of scientific management. Okay, so W.F. Taylor is known as the father of scientific management. This scientific management basically it depends upon the labor. Okay, so if a labor is having any problems, okay, so this scientific management approach is mainly to help or to improve the morale of that labor. Okay, so by this scientific management only, this improved that means new wage schemes, etc., comes by with the help of this scientific management concepts. Okay. Okay, so you should not when you study about the basic, it's just you have to study what is the scientific management and why it is necessary. That is the only thing you have to study. Okay, so actually next what we are going to study is organization. Okay, next thing what you are going to study is about organization. What is organization? So actually what you say, if you are saying about an organization, so what is the organization? If we are simply discussing about an educational organization, okay, what we say about an educational organization? Basically what we say? We say it as an institution. Okay, no, we will say it as a what? Institution. We are comprising of so many people. There will be teachers, lab technicians will be there, principal will be there, office staff will be there, so many students will be there, etc. So these comes under one organization. Okay, no. So what is the end result of this organization? If it is an engineering college, the result or the entity of this company is what? To produce the students with good grade. Okay, or you have to give BTech, we have to give the BTech or Bachelor of Technology certificate to students, those who are studying there with good marks. Okay, that is the aim of our organization. So organization, you should understand. You can understand now what is organization. It's an institution where so many people will be there having a particular purpose. If it is a college, the purpose is to award a degree. If it is a school, the purpose is to give them elementary education. Okay. If it's a company or end product, if it is a Synthol company, what is the end product of this Synthol? You have to produce a Synthol soap or powder. Okay. So that is the introduction to organization, or what you mean with organization. And organization is an entity, such a company or an institution or an association comprising of one or more people having a particular purpose. Okay, no? Any doubt? Shall I move forward? It's clear, no? Organization.
Clear, clear.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, for example, I will be giving an example as a college because I am working in a college. That is why most of the examples when I say it's about the college. So, organization is a pattern of relationship among the individuals working together for a common good. For example, when you are taking a computer science department of a college, so there will be HOD, group of teachers, there will be lab technicians, etc. Okay, so all the teachers, including HOD, what is their aim? To produce good result to the students. So that is what it's known as common good. So organization is a pattern of relationship among the individuals. That means among the teachers working over there for a common goal. What is their common goal? To produce the result for the students. It's a system consisting of men, material, machinery, money, working for a common goal. If it is seeing the college, there will be teachers, there will be other lab will be there for training the students. So it comes under materials and machinery. Also, money is spent for all those things to achieve our common goal. Okay. So it is concerned with building, developing, and maintaining an effective machinery for accomplishing the objectives of an enterprise. Okay. So we can say organization, banking sector is an organization, education sector is an organization, all the companies comes under what? Organization. So system approach applied to organization. So it's nothing but if there is an input. Okay. So input is what? Knowledge, if in a college. That will be converted, that will be given to students. That is conversion process, and the output will be produced. And the feedback, what is the feedback of the students? Actually, if we can take the feedback directly from the students, but the actual feedback of the student is what? You know, what is the actual feedback of the students? The result. If the result is not good, what does that mean? Whatever things we try to give them, they have not accepted. That is what it means that. So input will be there, there will be a conversion process, and there will be an output. And the final is feedback of this information or result. If the feedback is good, we know that that college is running in a very good manner, or the school is running in a very good manner. If the input is not so good, if the output is not so good, what does that mean? The company is in a loss. Okay, or whatever company or whatever institution is there, it is in a loss. Okay, no? Clear?
Yes, yes, clear.
If you have any doubt or any clarification, please ask me. So these are the necessity of organization, complexity of industry, growing competition, optimal utilization of resources, fixation of authority and responsibility, reduce labor problems, coordination and directing efforts, facilitates administration, stimulates creativity. Okay. So these are a necessity of why organization should be there. Okay. So what are the good elements of a good organization? So it must be helpful in achieving the objectives. Whatever objective is there, it should be helpful in achieving the objective. Okay. So there must be harmonious group of activities. There will be some activities over there. Whatever activities are going over there, what happens? It should be coordinated properly. Okay. Whatever things should be there, it should be complete in all respects. Work and labor should be divided properly. An effective communication system should be there. The span of control should be reasonable. So there will be always a provision of expansion. and clear and well-defined policies and procedure. Employee satisfaction is necessary. Proper division of authority and responsibility. So there is an important term over here. Clear and well-defined policies and procedure. Also the provision of expansion. So actually, for example, if I give you an example like this, actually the Colgate, no? Colgate, you know Colgate, no? In earlier times, there are only, when we see, there are only very few paste companies producing paste, we see. Colgate was there. First, what was there? Colgate came, then Close-Up came. Okay. Then there was Anchor, something like that. Some companies were there. Actually, the Colgate was producing what? Only white paste. And Close-Up, they were producing what? Color. There was a little bit color. So there was not much competition between them. Okay. So most of the people use Colgate and some people use, and if you say the whatever young generation was there, they are using this Close-Up. So what happens? Then different companies came with different competition. Okay. Now you see that Colgate is producing different paste. Okay. They are for sensitiveness, they are producing for other things like that. So many soaps, so many pastes are produced by Colgate. Now Close-Up also are producing different varieties. Then there are so many companies like Sensodyne, and they have launched another company. Okay, then so there are so many paste companies nowadays. So now the competition is high. So if Colgate was having only white paste, now also what happens? Their company should have been closed now. So there is a span of expansion for them. So when you develop a company or when you are in a company, there should be always a span of expansion. If span of expansion is not there, what happens? The company may attain loss.
Yeah, same like Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia. What happened to Nokia? They have not developed as per the
Yeah, they don't have Android version.
Android versions. They are not up to Sam. But Samsung, what Samsung done? Samsung has developed the Android version and they have achieved the market. No,
Yes, yes, copy.
that is what it develops. So if we are not moving up to the mark, what happens, or up to the generation, it will be going to loss only. That is what we are.
Yes, loss only. Yes, correct. Yes, yes.
Okay, I think it's clear for you. We will go further.
Yes, it's okay.
So these are the basic characteristics of an organization. It will be made of group of people. There will be an head. So organization is a tool of management. Works and division will be, work and responsibility will be divided, and duties and responsibility will be fixed. Authorities and responsibility and control will be also fixed. So what is the final step of an organization to achieve the goals? So these are the things what we are going to study. Now you have to study what are the types of organization. Okay. Next thing what you are going to study is types of organization. That is formal organization. Formal organization means they have well-defined system of positions, authorities, responsibilities, rules, policies, principles, etc. These type of organizations are known as formal organization. They are coordinated towards a common objective. Okay, Reliance, etc. are the examples of formal organization. Okay. So this type of organization is formal organization. Informal organization means arise from people and social relationship of the people, which may or may not be work related. Okay. So it is a small organization which will be made at that time. Okay. Arising spontaneously as the people associate with one another. Okay. Some social organization, etc. comes under informal organization. So formal organization, there will be well-defined rules, authorities, responsibilities, policies, principles, etc. Informal organization, there will not be. So they will be arising with the help of friendship or relationship between the people. Then organization structure. So organization means systematic arrangement of people working for organization and the relationship between positions. It defines the functions to be performed, objectives to be established, the availability of resources, working relationship of the individual participant, etc. Okay. So the factors affecting is size of organization, nature of product being manufactured, complexity of problem being faced. This is how organization structure will be made. Okay, size of the organization, nature of product being manufactured, complexity of problem being faced. Okay, so these are the basic things what we say about organization. There are different types of organization when you say. So actually, what we define it in 5 basic things. Okay, organization. So what is the importance of a structure? The structure of an organization depends upon the type of product produced or the length of that product or the how much is the time. You can say size of the organization, nature of product being manufactured, and complexity of problem. According to this, our organization is classified into line organization. That is first one, line organization. Second is line and staff organization, functional organization, project organization, and metrics organization. So these are the 5 types of organization. Okay. One is line organization, then line and staff organization, then functional organization, then what is the project organization and metrics organization. So we will start with line organization. So I will give you, this is the basic thing of a line organization. You may see there will be a general manager over there. This is the basic structure of a line organization. There will be a general manager over there. Then there will be works manager over there. Then there will be a production superintendent over there. There will be a foreman and a worker. Worker means there will be different workers, but this is there will be a GM, works manager, production manager, foreman, and the workers. Okay, now is it clear? These are the things of a line organization. So when it comes to line organization, you may find this is general manager. He will be first one. Then second one will be works management. Third one will be production superintendent. Fourth one will be foreman, and fifth one will be working. Okay. So there will be one general manager over here. There can be 2 or 3 works manager. There can be 2 or 3 production superintendents. Then foremans can be up to 6 or depending upon the thing. But everything is arranged in a line. Okay, in just line. So general manager will be contributing to the works manager or having discussion with the works manager. Works manager will be discussing with the production superintendent. Production superintendent will be working with foreman, and foreman will be having discussion with the workers or whatever is input is given to foreman, he will be transferring it to the workers. So this is the line organization. Okay. So based on the similarities of activities, different departments are created. So line organization, you may see this is based on the similarity of activities. Okay, different departments. Each department are placed under one department head, and he or she has to full authority over them. Okay, that is what. For example, if you are having a simple example, basically, if we are having a production company, okay, there will be one GM for that production unit, works manager will be there, superintendent will be there, workers will be like that. One department will be arranged. Okay, authorities flow from top to bottom in a vertical line. Unity of command is maintained. Superior will be responsible for the performance of subordinates of his commanding officers. Line organization is also a military or scalar organization. Line organization is a small concern and for automatic and continuous process industries such as paper, sugar, cement, textile industries, what they use is line organization. Okay, no? So, for example,
Okay.
So this general manager, whatever is there, this input will be given by the general managers to the works manager. Then works manager will be giving the input to the production superintendent, and production superintendent will be giving the input to the foreman, and foreman will be giving the input to the workers. So if worker is not working properly, the responsible person will be foreman. So whatever production superintendent will be asking to foreman, why work is not done. Okay. So whatever clarification has to be given by the foreman. Then the production superintendent, the works manager will be asking the production superintendent why the work is not done. So the production superintendent has to give the explanation. Like that, the superior is responsible for whatever work is there. Okay. So this comes under line organization. Okay. So line organization, general manager will be there, works manager will be there. If this can be also a line organization, there will be two production superintendent and there will be foreman, and in the foreman there will be workers. But the response, if the workers are not doing, the responsible person is foreman. So the foreman, the production superintendent will be asking to the foreman. So the works manager will be asking to the production superintendent. General manager will be asking to the work manager. That is how this line organization works. It is known as military organization because the responsible person is the next superior person. That is why it is known as military organization. I think it's clear, no? Line organization. So advantage is simplicity and clarity, clear-cut authority and responsibility, strong discipline, capable of developing all-round executives at higher levels of authority. Okay. So here disadvantages is neglect specialist, lack of specialization may lead to wastage of materials, overload for all the groups, encourage dictatorial way of working, limited to very small consent. That is what. Next comes under line and staff organization. So when it comes to line and staff organization, let me erase it. Okay. So line and staff organization. So it's a big organization. So it will be having a big organization manager will have to do variety of functions and he may not expertise in all areas. Special executives will be employed to assist the line executives and they are known as staff who will perform the specialized function. Supervisory authority will be given for line executives and staff executive gives advice and expert opinion but no direct authority. For example, you see there is a general manager. Okay. There is a works manager. But this general manager will not have idea about all the things over the company. So he will be having one assistant. Assistant can be one or two depending upon the specialization. This assistant will be helping them or giving the input to the works manager. After that, works manager will be giving the input to the production superintendent. This production superintendent will be giving the input to the foreman and to the workers. The type of organization will be staff organization, line and staff organization. That means you have to see in between the line organization, there will be some specialized persons. They will not be directly engaged in the production schedule, but they will be giving the input to the general manager or the advice or the main methods to the general manager. Okay, no, these type of organizations are known as line and staff organization. So specialization benefits the staff can be profitably utilized to have a standard operation. Line executives are relieved from some of their workloads and are thus able to concentrate on other important matters, less wastage of material and labor, improved product quality and reliably flexible. Okay, these type of organizations are known as line and staff organizations. So by placing some extra specialized persons in between, what happens? Some of the work from the works manager or foreman or whoever it may be can be relieved. Okay, so they will be more responsible for making the work which is given to them. Okay, this type of organization is known as staff, line and staff organization. It is simple. In the line organization, there will be in between, there will be some employees executed in between the line organization. They will be assisting the line executives. Okay, that is what they are known as staff. So it is known as line and staff organization. Okay, no? Okay. Okay. But the thing is that staff line conflict can be there. So paperwork may be increased. Staffmen may dominate over the lower and lower line managers. Increased product cost because of high salaries for staff executives. too much staff activity may complicate in line executive job of leadership and control. That means, for example, simple example is that if GM is there, there will be an office for GM with some specialized person. So whatever decision will be taken by the GM will be based on this specialized person. Okay. So sometimes time may be increased. Sometimes if there is no relationship between the staff and the other persons in the line, what happens? There can be conflict. Okay. So these staffs have to be given salary. Okay. So it will also increase the cost. Okay. That is what the disadvantages of line and staff organization. So when you see a simple example is given, there is a general manager over here. That general manager, sales manager is there, legal advisor is there, accounting manager is there. Okay. So there will be these three are manager scale only. They have to be given salary. That is a high salary. Okay. Next comes to works manager. There is industrial engineer is there, safety officer is there, design engineer is there, store officer is there. For example, 4 groups are there. Then after that only this will be given to superintendent 1 and superintendent 2. Then it will be divided into foreman, then workers. Okay. So here general manager, works manager, superintendent, foreman comes under line relationship. Manager accounting, manager sales, legal advisor, safety officer, design engineer, industrial engineer, store officer comes under which one? Staff relationship. So these type of organizations are known as line and staff organization. I think this concept is clear now. Any doubt?
Yes. Yes, clear.
Yes,
So,
clear.
okay. So this next comes under functional organization. This functional organization is nothing but it is the modified form of line organization. So authorities rest with functional heads. Staffs are grouped and located by specialty into functional department, each headed by a functional manager. Each member of the staff has one clear boss. Okay, so each member there will be one boss. Functional managers are specialists in their respective areas and are based on high degree of specialization. The specialization lead to greater accuracy, refinement of particular expertise. The functional structure helps to focus on the departments that are critical for the success of the enterprises. Okay, so you know that this is known as a functional organization. So one CEO is there. We have already heard in all most of the IT companies. Example, CEO is there. Then from CEO, what happens? Engineering will be there, marketing section will be there, production section will be there, finance section will be there. Okay, no? So in engineering section, there will be an engineering head or an engineer. From there, supervisor will be there. Then foreman will be there, worker will be there. Marketing section, marketing executives will be there. Then office will be there. Production means production head will be there. Then what happens? Production workers, foreman, etc. will be there. Finance section also, there will be different groups. So the engineering section will be responsible for all the engineering activities, design activities, design engineering section, design activities done by this engineering section. Marketing will be done by this marketing section. Production will be done by this production section, and finance will be done by finance section. So you understand that each section will be having an head. Okay, that head will be responsible for the functioning of that department. This type of organization is known as functional organization. I think the concept is clear now. So this is the functional organization. If it is not clear, I will explain to you once again. One is CEO will be there. In that CEO, different group of sections will be there, in which engineering section is there, marketing section is there, production section is there, finance section is there. This each sections will be having one head. Okay. So this head will be responsible for each section. For example, when you are taking an engineering section, one head, an engineer, chief engineer will be there. He will be responsible for all the engineering work over there. Marketing section means marketing manager will be there. He will be responsible for the marketing activity. Production engineer will be there. Production engineer will be responsible for the production activity. And finance head, whoever is there, finance head will be responsible for all the financial activities over there. Okay, now this is known as functional organization. Okay. So what are the advantages of this functional organization? Advantages is effective use of resources, simplifies training, promote professional development, centralized control over strategic decisions, improved quality of work. Because since an engineer, a head engineer will be there, he will be having an idea of the engineering works going on over there. So he will be having a better idea than CEO or the manager over there. So he will be responsible for all the work going over there, and he will have a clear-cut idea what has to be done. So this will help the quality of the product or the improvement of that company. Okay. So that is what it is the basic advantage of functional organization. So the one is that effective use of resources, then simplifies training because each training is done by each section. Each section qualified persons are there for giving the training. Then promotes professional development, centralized control of strategic decisions, improved quality of work. Okay. So disadvantage is limit the development of general managers, restricted view of company objectives because each section will be having different objectives. Difficulty in multifunction decision making, promotes narrow specialization, makes industry relationship more complex because there are 4 sections. If the relationship between these sections is not good, what happens? The company can be in a loss. Okay, because when the engineering section demands, if the finance section is not providing the fund properly, what happens? They cannot work in a proper time, or the product cannot be produced in a proper time. So what happens? It can ultimately lead to loss. So that is what there is the industrial relationship should be good in this type of functional organization. If the industrial relationship is not so good, what happens? It can already be in a loss. Okay. Next comes under project organization. So the firms dealing with multiple products or different projects usually adopt project organization. It consists of an autonomous project team existing independently of the rest of the organization. The emphasis is project organization is the creation of teams for the accomplishment of scientific objectives. The project team is assembled for a specific job under the action of project manager. Team is thus temporary and will be dispersed when the project is completed. For example, when you heard about this project organization, I have read something. But the basic thing is that when you see an IT company, what happens? When one project comes for an IT company, what happens? There will be a project head newly selected for that work. And there will be a team in between them for doing this work. These comes under project organization. I think the concept is clear. If there is a new, if you are working, if somebody is from an IT company over here, they will understand it easily. If there is a work coming in an IT company, what happens? They will be selecting a project head over there. In that project head, they will assign 10 or 15 people for doing this work. Okay. So they forms a group. As the work is completed successfully, what happens? This group may be dispersed. Okay. This type of organization is known as project organization. So, for example, you may see over here, Director of Engineering, Project Manager 1. Okay, so there is a work coming over here. So for example, a construction of bridge in a national highway. So we have selected a project manager. In that project manager, we are allotting a design engineer, a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, quality engineer, and an hydraulic engineer. So these comes under one project organization. These people comes under one. These people comes under one project organization. So this is newly formed organization, and once the project bridge is constructed successfully, what happens? This organization get cancelled. Okay. So some people may go to different project managers, some people go to another project, okay, depending upon the availability of the work. Okay, that is what comes under project organization. Project organization is nothing but for the time being, for the making of a product, we are organizing a group. That comes under project organization. So flexibility, responsiveness of changing environment, encourages teamwork. These are the advantages of project organization. So disadvantage, project can be of short duration, leading to frequent changes in organization structure. Professionals prefer to be allied with the professional group rather than being allied with the project. Trained professional need not tolerate the insecurity of frequent organization change. Okay, so sometimes you have 2 months, you have to work with one manager. Next 4 months, another manager. So there will be different mapping in between. Okay, sometimes some people may not accept this working environment. Next is metrics organization. Okay. Let me rub this, please wait. Okay. So metric organization, this comes under fully functional or fully developed organization structure is known as metric organization. Staffs are grouped and located by specialty into functional units headed by a functional manager. The project manager works with the functional manager for timely completion of the project. The metric organization is an organization structure that establishes two chains of command, one vertical and one horizontal at the same time. It is intended to combine the advantages of functional structure as well as project structure. Okay, so for example, you may see. So this is the directorate of engineering. So there will be a project manager one. Okay, so there will be chief design engineer, chief mechanical engineer, chief electrical engineer, chief hydraulic engineer, and chief quality engineer. Okay, there will be project manager one, project manager two, project manager three. Okay, the specialty is that there will be persons in between over here. Here one person will be there. One very different person. There will be a design engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, hydraulic engineer, quality engineer. Okay, so these persons will be responsible to project manager as well as chief design manager. Similarly, he will be responsible for project manager as well as chief mechanical engineer. He will be responsible for project manager as well as chief electrical engineer. Hydraulic engineer will be responsible for project manager one, also chief hydraulic engineer. Chief quality engineer will be responsible for project manager one and also chief quality engineer. Similarly, the different persons will be over here. They will be responsible to both project manager as well as chief manager. For different sections, there will be chief design manager, chief mechanical manager. Depending upon the work, the manager can be changed, but depending upon the thing, there will be horizontal as well as vertical responsibility in this type of metrics organization. You may see over here what I have given in the definition. So the metrics organization organized structure that establishes two chains of command, one vertical and one horizontal at the same time. Okay, so you may see over here, you have to be responsible for chief design engineer as well as project manager engineer. Similarly, when it comes to mechanical engineer, he is responsible for chief mechanical. There will be commands from chief mechanical engineer, also commands from project manager. Okay, no? So the advantage of metrics organization is decentralized decision making, efficient use of functional managers, capable of adapting to fast environmental change and flexibility. These are the advantages of metrics organization. So here, a disadvantage is that violates the principle of unity of command, high administrative cost, requires tremendous horizontal and vertical coordination, chances of interpersonal conflict. Conflict can also be happen in this type of metrics organization. Okay, then last part is that of our class is that types of organization, business organization. So one is individual organization, partnership, joint stock company, cooperative organization, and state organization. These are the types of ownership. Okay, so types of ownership is private sector. In private sector, what happens? Individual ownership can be there, partnership can be there, joint stock company can be there, cooperative organizations can be there. Then next is joint sector. That means both joint people. People can join and make a company. That is known as joint sector. In joint sector, there can be public sector companies as well as private limited companies also. Then next comes a public sector, departmental organization, public organization, and government companies. So these are the three types of ownership. One is private sector, joint sector, and public sector. Okay. So we will study in details all about these things. Next is private sector. It is what? Private. It is purely private. It will be owned by individual or single ownership, partnership, joint stock company, or cooperative organization, but it will be purely private. Okay, it will be private. There will be no government interaction in between private sector. Okay, no? Individual organization means it is the simplest or oldest form of organization, and it will be individual. It will be responsible, or an individual or a single owner will be responsible for working of the company. That type of company is known as individual organization or single ownership. Okay, small scale industries, management by one man is possible. Risk covered is not too heavy. These are the things. Okay, it is known as one-man business. Next is partnership organization. That is, partnership means 2 or 3 persons combine and make a company. That is known as partnership. Okay, person may possess exceptional business ability, experience, talent, but not capital. They can have financing partners. That means, for example, I am having the talent to have a company or to develop a company, but I am not having money. So what happens? I am taking my friend. I am also depositing some money, and he is also depositing some money. Okay, but the thing is that everything will be done by me. So we will be having an agreement to share the profit. That is comes under partnership organization. Okay. So there are different types of partners. One is active partners, sleeping partners, nominal partners, secret partners, and minor partners. Active partners means both the partners will be active. Sleeping partners means they will just invest money and we have to give the profit. Nominal partners means what? They will be having some help to us. Okay. Secret partners means they will invest money. Their name will not be there in any of the agreement and we have to give the money. Minor partners means when we are keeping our small less than 18 years, children less than 18 years, that comes under minor partners. Next is joint stock company. Okay. So it is the voluntary association of individuals for profit having a capital divided into transferable shares or different values. People who purchase the shares are known as shareholders and managing body is known as board of directors who selected by the shareholders. That means you can see share will be there, share will be purchased by different people. This comes under joint stock company. Okay. So this capital will be contributed by large number of people over there. So many news channels, so many private limited companies, etc. comes under joint stock company. There can be private limited company and public limited company. You see that so many banks, they will be issuing the bond for the people, public for purchasing that. So they comes under, when the people purchase that comes under joint stock company. Okay. Then private limited companies owned and managed by a group of members for families, relatives, or friends. Found by 2 or more members and maximum limit is 50. Okay. Transfer of share is limited to members only and general public cannot be invited to public shares. Okay. A private limited company need not make the prospectus, accounts, and other particulars open to public. The government also does not interfere in the working of the company. A private limited company, while conferring the advantage of limited liability, allows a business to be privately owned and managed. So you have to understand, private limited company means 2 members minimum, 50 members maximum, and the share should be transferred between these members. Okay, no? These companies are known as private limited companies. Public limited companies means minimum person will be 7. There is no upper limit. What happens? The shares can be purchased by the people. So the shares will be open. The people can purchase the shares. This comes under public limited companies. It will be open to public. Okay. So in private limited company and public limited company, number of members is 2 in private. Public it is 7. Maximum is 50 in private limited. Public limited is unlimited. They cannot invitation public for the capital, but in public limited, they can invite public. Transferability of share is restricted to members, but in public limited, it is free. Secrecy is possible in private limited, but not possible in public limited. Prospectus not necessary, but there should be a prospectus for the development in public limited company. Minimum number of directors 2. In public limited, there will be 3. Legal restriction, exception from legal restriction is there for public limited, but private limited, no restriction is there. They are under the legal restriction only. Quick decision is possible in private limited, but in public limited, it is not possible. Protection of members is less in private limited, but it is more in public limited. Okay. Next is cooperative organization. That means it's an organization where the persons voluntarily associates as human beings for the fulfill of their common economic interest. So if you are a cooperative, we will develop so many, we have seen so many, we will be developing a cooperative society and we will be developing, we will be having some cooperative society. For example, milk, there are so many cooperative societies in Kerala for the production of milk. Okay, and they will be collecting the milk and they will be distributing this milk and they will be making some profit. Okay, so this can be producers cooperative society, consumers cooperative society, housing cooperative society, and cooperative credit society. Like this, we can make so many cooperative societies. Then public sector. So public sector companies means it is owned and managed by central government. That of companies is known as central public sector companies, controlled or operated by government or association of private enterprises. Public sector prevents the economic imbalance of the nation. It serves as the means to address the monopolistic tendencies. Capital is invested by government or government-controlled financial institution like LIC, UTI, public sector, etc. Okay, so they are known as public sector undertaking companies. Okay, that is what all the PSUs, you may ONGC, okay, then Bell, etc. comes under this public sector company. It will be owned by state or central government. Okay. Next is joint sector. So joint sector companies means participation of both government and private sector in the share and capital and general management of the business. It combines the best aspects of both private sector and public sector. Organization aims to achieve the task of social justice through efficient use of resources. Joint sector firms can be pure Indian firm or Indian firm with foreign collaboration. If you have different foreign collaborations also, we can form joint sector companies. Okay. So I think the time is already 9:30. Okay. So these are the basic companies. These are the basic things what you have studied today. What are the classification of companies? So you can see over here, the types of ownership is private sector organization, joint sector organization, and public sector organization. Okay. So in that private sector, individual ownership, partnership, joint stock companies, and cooperative organization. In the other thing is joint sector, and third one is public sector. Public sector means it is publicly owned by the government. That means departmental organization, public cooperatives, government companies. Okay. So these are the types of organization. So these are the basic things what we have discussed in about industrial management. I think the concepts are clear now.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
okay, so thank you for your patience. Okay, I think what our concept is clear. Okay, thank you. You can leave.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Bye, guys.